Welcome back to Crusader Spotlight. Today we'll be talking about Phil Knight. Phil Knight, also known as Buck, is the co-founder and chairman of Nike.
Did you know Queen Elizabeth is a trained mechanic?
He was born in Portland, Oregon on February 24, 1938. He is an American businessman and graduated from the University of Oregon in Stanford with a degree in journalism and business. He is the 26th richest person in the world with a net worth of $55.3 billion. That's it for Crusader Spotlight. Thanks for listening. Make sure to come back to see who's our next Spotlight.
Today, I'll be talking about Air Jordans. It all started in 1984 when Nike wanted to create Michael Jordan's shoes during his time with Chicago Bulls. On April 1st, 1985, they were released to the public, and they were a huge success, so Nike started to design more.
Did you know the oldest woman was 122 years old?
Shoes are very stylish and can even make you fly. Just kidding, but that would be cool. Air Jordan 1s usually have the price range of $150 to $1,000. The most expensive Air Jordan 1s were called the Air Jordan 1 Silver shoes, and only 10 of them were made, so they were sold for $60,000. Out of all the Air Jordans Nike made, I'd have to say the Air Jordan 1s are my favorite.
Did you know a shrimp's heart is located in its head?
Which one's your favorite?
What can you break without picking it up or touching it?
Your mom.
No.
The sound barrier.
No.
What gets bigger the more is taken away?
Rain?
No.
Ants.
I don't know. It gets bigger each time it gets taken.
Did you know baby rabbits are called kits?
Away. Dead.
That's a good answer, but no. What gets bigger the more you take away?
Bunny?
What has a head and a tail but no body?
Yeah, I don't know. No. Nothing. Shoes.
A story?
What has legs but can't walk? What has legs but can't walk?
Tables.
Good job! High five! What goes up and down but doesn't?
A bus?
No, good try.
A paper? No.
No? No? Okay.
The stairs.
Good job!
it's so cold. What the?
Oh, hey, did you know the queen has 2 birthdays?
Nope. Nope. I swear. Sir, why is it snowing in the studio?
Because I broke the AC.
What do you mean the AC broke?
I hate this game.
Fine, I'll still record in it. Okay, here we go. And they're still all over my desk. Hi, welcome back to Crusader News. Let me catch you up on what you've missed. The all-night party happened last week on the 7th, and although we lasted a lot longer than last year, we started to fall asleep around 1 o'clock in the morning. Are you guys ready for another vacation? Because apparently the school is. On the 21st is President's Day, so we get the day off. The guys and girls volleyball teams are starting practice soon, so you know what that means. Volleyball games are starting up soon. The season's coming up, so wish us luck. That's all the time we have for Crusader News. I'm Elisha, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna warm up with a nice cup of hot cocoa. Hey, boss. Yep. Yeah, the door's frozen shut.
Studying different Greek myths made me realize that most of these heroes need therapy. No, seriously, they either prophesied to have a horrible fate or doomed to suffer by the goddess Hera. I believe I can count on one hand the amount of heroes that had happy endings. Sadly, the person we'll be speaking about today is not one of the ones with a happy ending. This is the story of Achilles. Achilles was the son of King Peleus and the sea goddess Thetis. His mother was always concerned about her son's mortality, so she dipped him in the river Styx to make him invincible. The only vulnerable part on his body was his heel that his mother held him by while dipping him. When he was 9 years old, it was prophesied that Achilles would die in battle while fighting the Trojans. To avoid this, Thetis disguised her son as a girl and sent him to the court of King Lycomedes in Skyros. Around this time, the Trojan War was occurring. A king named Odysseus was given a prophecy that stated if Achilles didn't fight, the Greeks would lose the war. To prevent this, Odysseus went to search for the elusive warrior. He eventually made his way to Skyros and found Achilles, who was under the Elias Pyra. Upon discovery, Achilles was convinced by Odysseus to join the army. One of the generals of the army was Agamemnon, whose brother was the king of Sparta. Achilles did not have a high opinion of the man, for Agamemnon refused to return a slave to her father despite the father's attempts to buy his daughter's freedom back. Achilles tried to help the poor girl, but his attempts were futile. Things did not turn out well because the slave's father was a priest to the god Apollo. Due to the disrespect shown to one of his worshippers, Apollo sent a plague that would kill the Greek soldiers one by one. Achilles tried again to convince Agamemnon to give the slave girl her freedom back, and this time the general conceded, but not without a price. In return for letting the slave go free, Agamemnon wanted Achilles to give his wife Briseis to him. Achilles was enraged that the general would make such a horrible request, but he had no choice and had to give his wife to the man. The hero did not have the will to fight anymore. He packed his belongings and retreated into his tent, refusing to come out of it. This resulted in lost battles against the Trojans. At this rate, the Greeks were going to lose. Patroclus, Achilles' closest friend, asked to borrow the hero's armor to disguise himself and make the enemy believe that Achilles has come back to fight. Achilles agreed, and Patroclus was successful in the next battle. But that success was short-lived. Hector, the prince of Troy, killed Patroclus in battle. When Achilles heard of his dear friend's death, he swore to avenge him. His mother gifted him new armor made by the god Hephaestus to protect him. and Achilles rejoined the battle. He was able to kill Prince Hector in a duel and win the Trojan War for the Greeks. Now, it seems that this is the end of the story. That's what I would like to say. But even though Achilles was an amazing warrior, he had one fatal flaw. His heel, the only part of him that was not invincible, was shot with an arrow by Paris, Prince Hector's younger brother. So yes, Achilles died despite all the precautions his mother took to avoid that fate. But unlike what the prophecy stated, he never died in battle. In the underworld, due to his heroic deeds, Achilles gained some authority and served as a minor ruler, though Achilles stated that he would rather be a living servant for a peasant than to be a king of the dead. And honestly, who could blame him?
So the objective of this sport is to hit your opponent with your sword thingy or blade. Fun fact, the reason why fencers wear white is because before, once a fencer bled from a hit, the opponent would win. But rules have changed since then. White has now become the official uniform color of fencing. Fencing is a one-on-one sport, and there are 3 kinds of fencing: foil, épée, and saber. So the difference is the weight of each sword. So épée is the heaviest, foil lighter than that, and saber being the lightest. With each category, there are different rules. With foil, the torso, neck, and groin are the main targets. Only the tip of the blade is allowed to score a point. With saber, everything above the waist is legal. Both side and tip of the sword can be used to score. With épée, anywhere on the body is a target, but only the tip of the sword counts to score. The sport consists of 3 3-minute rounds, with whoever reaches 15 points first, or whoever got most hits during the round, as the winner. Fencing actually happens really fast, so for that reason it's scored electronically. The tip of the blade has a sensor, and the lamé, which is the uniform they wear, is also rigged with sensors. This makes the equipment extremely expensive. It has been said that fencing is a rich people sport, which is probably true. The equipment and everything overall is just really expensive, so I would imagine.
Did you know that the Eiffel Tower is 15 centimeters taller in the summer?
My Margaret, what a marvelous day it is. Careful there, Brigitte. You may damage my lamé. Oh, you humor me, Margaret. We could always obviously afford at least 30 more.
Anyway, some people would find fencing boring. Others would find it lamé.